Thor Odinson is a central figure in the Marvel Universe, based on the Norse god of thunder. He is the son of Odin, the All-Father of Asgard. Hello guys, Genuine here of Genuine Gaming, and here is my Thor build for Baldur's Gate 3. This is not an overpowered build, but a thematic one. Play this build on Honor mode. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like, and for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos, subscribe to the channel. Overview. Thor is a proud and noble warrior of Asgard. He wields Mjolnir, an enchanted hammer that grants him the ability to fly, manipulate weather, and unleash devastating blows. He is one of Marvel's most iconic and popular characters with a rich history spanning decades. His stories have explored Norse mythology, cosmic adventures, and personal growth. We build Thor mainly as a cleric with Tempest domain to imitate his control of the weather by casting Call Lightning. Since he is also a warrior, we give him some levels of the fighter with Eldritch Knight subclass. Eldritch Knight has this weapon bond ability where the bound weapon cannot be knocked out of his hand, and it will automatically return to him when thrown, just like Mjolnir. Gear and equipment. Thor uses mainly a hammer, and we let him use the charge-bound Warhammer. It is a wear +1 Warhammer and deals an additional 1d6 lightning damage. Since this is a favored weapon, it has an additional +1 bonus to damage and attack rolls when it is bound to an Eldritch Knight or a Warlock. We can make this weapon return to Thor when thrown by biting this weapon to him. Since this is not a thrown weapon, the damage we get by throwing this weapon is minimal unless you throw it above the target. We can buy this weapon in Act 2 from Damon. We can increase this a bit with a Ring of Flinging. The wearer gains an additional 1d4 bonus to throw damage. This ring can be bought from Aaron in the Druid Grove. The weapon's lightning damage works well with Thor's Thunderbolt Strike ability, which he can get when he gets to level 6 Cleric. When you deal thunder or lightning damage to a creature that is large or smaller, Thor can push it up to 3 meters. For additional lightning damage, Thor wears the Speedy Light Feet boots. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action in combat, they gain 3 lightning chargers. By casting Expedituous Retreat on Thor, we can dash by using his bonus action. Since we can get lightning charges easily, I suggest equipping Thor with the Real Sparky Spark Wall. This is an uncommon shield that gives the lightning aura ability. By consuming 3 lightning charges, Thor can release a blast of electricity that damages and jolts nearby enemies. This shield can be obtained from a locked and trapped chest in the Grimforge. Then we can also give him the Helmet of Arcane of Acuity to make his spells more powerful by hitting enemies. Hellrider's Pride is also a good gear for Thor. Since he is a cleric and has access to healing spells, this would allow Thor to buff up our party members every time we heal them. The Helmet of Arcane of Acuity can be found in a locked and trapped gilded chest in the Rithwin Masons Guild basement, while the Hellrider's Pride can be looted by Zevlor or earned as a reward for killing Kaga. Build. For the race, we go for the human race. As a human, we get an extra skill that we are proficient in. For our class, at character level 1, we pick up the fighter class. As a level 1 fighter, we get Second Wind. Once per short rest, we can regain 1d10 plus fighter level of hit points by using a bonus action. For our fighting style, we go for dueling. For his background, we choose Soldier, as he was a great warrior in Asgard. As a soldier, he is proficient in athletics and intimidation. For his abilities, we make his strength 17, dexterity 10, constitution 14, and wisdom 16. For his skills, we choose perception and survival. At character level 2, Thor gets the action Surge ability as a level 2 fighter. He immediately gains an extra action to use in a turn. He can use it once per short rest. At character level 3, he gets to choose a subclass. For his subclass, he chooses Eldritch Knight. As an Eldritch Knight, he gains the Weapon Bond ability. He can ritually bind the weapon in his main hand. The weapon can be knocked out of his hand, and it automatically returns to him when thrown. For his cantrip, choose Blade Ward and Light. Shocking Grasp could be a lore-friendly choice, however, as the Eldritch Knight uses intelligence for his spell casting ability, and our intelligence is pretty low. For this spell, we pick up Shield and any other spell, as we will replace it anyway when we go to character level 4. Then for the Wizard spell, we pick Expeditious Retreat. At character level 4, we get to choose a feat as a level 4 fighter. For our feat, we choose Heavy Armor Master and increase our strength by 1, making it 18. With Heavy Armor Master, we decrease the damage of non-magical attacks by 3 while we are wearing heavy armor. For this spell, we choose Thunder Wave. Then we replace your previous spell with Long Strider. At character level 5, Thor gets the extra attack as a level 5 fighter. Then we replace Thunder Wave with the Enhanced Sleep spell. It's okay to replace Thunder Wave, as we can still get this spell as a cleric in the Tempest domain. At character level 6, Thor gets his first level of the cleric class with the Tempest domain. For his cantrips, we choose Guidance, Resistance, and Sacred Flame. As a Tempest domain cleric, he gets Thunder Wave and Fog Cloud as his domain spells. He also gets the Wrath of the Storm ability. This is a passive ability that can be triggered to retaliate against an attacking creature with lightning or thunder damage. At character level 7, he gets 1 Channel Divinity Charge as a level 2 cleric. He can use it to turn Undead or Destructive Wrath as a Tempest domain cleric. Destructive Wrath allows Thor to deal maximum damage when dealing thunder or lightning damage. Channel Divinity replenishes every after short rest. At character level 8, Thor can now cast level 2 cleric spells as a level 3 cleric. He gets Shatter and Gust of Wind for his domain spells. At character level 9, Thor gets another feat as a level 4 cleric. For his feat, he increases his strength by 2, making it 20. At character level 10, his Turn Undead is improved into Destroy Undead. When Thor successfully turns an undead creature, it also takes 4d6 radiant damage. He can now also cast level 3 cleric spells as a level 5 cleric. He gets Skull Lightning and Sleet Storm for his domain spells. At character level 11, Thor now gets an additional Channel Divinity Charge, making it into 2 per short rest. He also gets Thunderbolt Strike as a Tempest domain cleric. This is a passive feature that pushes large or smaller creatures 3 meters that are dealt with thunder or lightning damage. You can toggle this ability on and off in the passive ability tab. At character level 12, Thor can now cast level 4 cleric spells as level 7 cleric. He gets Freedom of Movement and Ice Storm for his domain spells. Gameplay. Although Thor has more levels in Cleric, I designed this Thor build mainly as a melee combatant. That is why his strength ability score is at 20, which is the maximum score. You can further increase it to 22 by giving him the Everlasting Vigor of +2 strength. He does not also fall behind as a spellcaster. The Helmet of Arcane of Acuity could make his spell more potent every time he hits an enemy with his hammer. I would suggest to cast on him Expeditious Retreat so that he can dash by using a bonus action. What is nice about the Expeditious Retreat is that it lasts after a long rest if you do not lose concentration. Sad to say, Expeditious Retreat does not work well with Cold Lightning. It is now up to you what you want to use during combat. And lastly, Thor can also play as a support character in your party. His healing spells with the Hellrider's Pride gloves work well in buffing up your allies. So that's my Thor build for Honor mode in Baldur's Gate 3. If you want more of a spellcaster build that can also deal a good amount of lightning and thunder damage, check out my Storm build. This is mainly a cleric build with a wizard level dips. See you in the next video. Ciao!